love and support each other. Louder! We have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose but our chains. Inqilab! 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 Azadi! Azadi! When I say a statement, you say Azadi, which means freedom. This is freedom for every living being. Azadi! हक है हमारा, हम छीन के लेंगे। हक है हमारा, हम छीन के लेंगे। हक है हमारा, हम छीन के लेंगे। तेरी बाप की नहीं है। Okay, now what we're gonna do? So please. What is it? Gandhi is in the shade, and that guy over there, Churchill, is in the sun. Where did you get the sun from, bruv? So I want you to start getting angry about this situation. Our disability cuts are being cut here. Our lands are being grabbed. Families are on food banks in this country, yet we have money to fund genocides elsewhere.
I'll catch up with you. Yeah.
So, one or two people, beautiful humans, come stand next to me so we can hold these letters. Don't be shy. We need about 10-15 people, whatever color, race, gender, whoever you are, come be with us in solidarity. I know there are these lenses, but who cares? You're surveilled 24/7 anyway. You're in the highest surveilled country in the world. Thank you, boss. Come. There we go. Lovely. There's some here.
Yeah, I just
There's a 6 for it.
Why are you here? Make awareness of what you're here for. I can be here for your country. I've got every right like you have. I've got every right like you. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I'm getting so many votes.
I'll start filming you in a second.
Fuck's sake.
Are you filming?
Hey?
Why are you filming?
Because I want to film. Because I don't have to
Do
score
not
anything.
touch my camera. Do not even start this shit.
There we go, innit? They don't know what they're getting themselves into, do they?
Yeah.
Why am I filming? Sorry,
Here to spread your message. I can do it without you blocking my camera. I'm not basically the podcast.
We need one more person. A letter.
They're missing some letters.
They will try and block your camera if you're not careful.
Oh, I couldn't care less.
Do not here, Lewis, I mean do not. Mate, it's starting already with me. people and they are trying to block cameras already.
Sorry.
They already are trying to block cameras. I'm happy I'm sorry I've got this now.
That's why you're here. Yeah.
United against the war.
I know, but they're massive ones tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? Indian Embassy. You're gonna go in the pen.
No, you're not. I got not one on me with me going to that one next
You're not going to that one.
I might not be because some people are going to be there.
Are you going to Speaker's Corner?
No, I don't know if I'm going out tomorrow.
You should come to Speaker's Corner.
I don't know if I'm going out or not tomorrow yet. I need to go out.
Yeah.
But I'm going for a real or not. That's my issue for my nephew's birthday tomorrow.
I already paid my subscription to the NUJ.
So we're going to direct you to turn around. Whoever wants to take a picture, jump on that side. And you get the entire picture as a scope. Okay? It's the very little minimum we can do.
Where are you going? Where are we going? Lewis. Oh. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. Well, shut up.
Tamam efendim. Hindistan var. Ne Buyur. Şey ya bu Pakistan Hindistan arasında şey oldu ya. Sıkıntılar oldu ya. Onunla alakalı.
Harika çıktı.
Yeah, I didn't understand we were being asked to repeat.
Are you on tomorrow? Are you doing it tomorrow? Is one outside Indian Embassy?
No, I'm not going to be there. I think you meant to.
Are you there tomorrow? Because
Nah, Simon's going to be there in Jackson.
oh, Simon's there. I might go up there and talk to Simon. Trying to get me removed, is he?
She's not welcome here in our set, but she's also allowed to do it if she wants. But
I can film. Stop.
and if she recommends you to arrest anyone, then don't.
I'll check her and I'll make sure.
Mate, I'm just here filming. I'm doing.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to film.
I know.
You know.
I know.
However,
What did he do?
However, I think there's some reports that now that's the second report I got that apparently you're. Hold on a minute. I'm not saying you've done it though. I'm not saying you've done it. Apparently you're antagonising the situation. There's another member of press that said that you're antagonising the situation. Just don't get into people's faces.
Which I don't.
I'm not saying you have. I'm not saying you have. But just bear with me. This looks quite peaceful in my opinion. This is going to be peaceful.
Well, I want it to be peaceful.
You want to be peaceful.
I don't want to be attacked by parasite. You know I don't.
Yeah, and you know we don't want that. So if you have any issues,
I'll come to you
I've said the same thing. Come to us, all right?
Yeah, I will. I will.
But obviously, just
Even
don't
like last
say
night.
anything.
Which, mate, you know how I do it.
I know you.
I don't.
But I'm just reminding you, all right?
I don't.
Is that all right? Is that
Yeah,
fair? That's
yeah,
fair, isn't it?
yeah.
Fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I need to have a chat with Simon tomorrow about some bits.
Okay, fine.
Because the one that threatened to kill me
Yeah.
and slap me is going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Is Simon in today?
No, he won't be. I don't think so. No.
I might give him a bell tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do your thing.
I know. No, I'm basically hanging around you lot for a minute. Yeah. I know. Yeah, but
no.
no.
Anyway, you like, there's
Mate,
no one. No one can
whenever I go in there, yeah, you saw what that woman was doing. Whenever I go near, instantly blocking up cameras, and like,
As much as they're obliged, you're obliged. Well, there's people there.
I know. Yeah.
You can go in there. It's not a problem.
Which I do,
Yeah, go on.
but
Yeah.
you just watch what they'll do now when I get in there. Can I just squeeze past you, please? Thank you.
Anything?
Try and get me removed already.
What?
They're trying to get me removed.
Who?
They've been talking to the police. I see them a member of the press as well.
Really?
Yeah.
On the content.
No, but literally they have said it has to be peaceful today.
Really?
I'm coming tomorrow. I'm definitely.
So they can't kick off.
No, because the two people that I have got reports in and one of them is definitely wanted, it's going to be there tomorrow.
Really?
So they could be arrested.
Yeah.
It's the one that threatened to kill me and
Whereabouts?
that's up at Oakwood. Oakwood, what's it called? My best police today and I think it's on it tomorrow.
Friend.
Yeah. Shut up.
Alright.
Are you off?
Alright friends, thank you so much for being here with us today. Please, this might go on and off, but I just want to again, you could do so much on your sunny day today, but you're here with us. United against war. This means that we're united against any war and the genocide that's happening currently right now in Palestine, Sudan, Congo. What is happening there is intended for Kashmir. The arms sold by the UK are specifically saying they are tested. Where are they tested? They are tested in Gaza, sold to India. So I want you, with the benefit of being in one of the most diverse places in the world and being with incredible comrades who can not only speak English, but can also speak other languages. So whoever is and can roll your tongues and say certain sounds, please join us in these slogans, because part of our learning and unlearning is connecting to each other's heritage and cultures. So we're all too familiar with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Alright, so you know that one. So now Israel has a friend in the name of Indian government, Modi. Modi is telling us what our humanity will look like. But we're saying, no thanks. So bear with me. I'm going to read this out, and whoever can join in, even if it's your broken Hindi, do it. Jang ke khilaf awaz uthao. And that means, for those who don't understand, Jang ke khilaf, which means, well, let me tell you the whole thing. Jang ke khilaf awaz uthao means raise your voice against war. That's it. Nice one, brother. Shanti ke liye haath milao. Which means, for the sake of peace, shake our hands, come together. This is the only way, if we unite, that we are going to win. And we will win. But this is part of the process. So, Jang ke khilaf awaz uthao. Jang ke khilaf awaz uthao. Jang ke khilaf awaz uthao. Shanti ke liye haath milao.
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 Okay, so we've got a few speeches. Guys, but I will say something, share with you. One of the things that we can do is respect each other when we share our words, especially women and queer people and trans people. There is a specific erasure in the world and violence against these groups. And Project Sindu is capitalizing on that specifically. So please let us respect one another when we share our voices.
Woo! Yeah.
So, welcome everyone. I'm Kalpana from South Asia Solidarity Group. We calling for peace, particularly the people of Kashmir who have been not only facing the brunt of the attacks in the last few days, but as we know, have faced decades of repression of their right to self-determination. And today, of course, just very recently this afternoon, we've had this very, very welcome news that there has been a ceasefire. And for all of us, that's a huge relief, and that's something which we wanted to come here and celebrate together, hand in hand. We've got families in India and Kashmir and Pakistan. We've got friends, we've got people who we've been very, very worried about in recent days. So there's definitely something to celebrate. But we also are coming together to demand a real, meaningful peace. A ceasefire can only be a first step, and we also have to ask why our governments didn't listen to the people who never wanted a war, to the poor who were the first to suffer when bombings happen, to the people living in the border areas, and of course to the people of Kashmir. Instead, why did they have to wait for mediation from Donald Trump to be able to simply say that it's time for a ceasefire? And the other thing is, this is just the first step. The next step is de-escalation, which people have been demanding across the region. The next step is that all of the things that were announced must be reversed. The Indus Water Treaty must be reinstated, because that has very, very serious implications for people's lives and livelihoods. And other moves, belligerent moves which were made, suspending the Simla agreement and so on, all that must be reversed. And also, it's very, very important that all the moves which were made against the people at the time of the war and under a pretext of warmongering must become the new normal. Because we saw how the outlets which we rely on for true unbiased news, things like The Wire, like Maktub Media, the Kashmiriyat, and so on, journalists like Anuradha Bhasin, were all being targeted in the name of war in a horrific wave, really, of censorship and silencing. And at the same time, we saw a shameful barrage of lies being fed to the people from the mainstream media channels as well as social media. So we need an investigation into why this was allowed to happen. And of course we know why. We know that it's Modi and the BJP and the Hindu supremacists who feed this hatred. And deliberately, in fact, they have said that, you know, spreading fake news, no matter how false, is actually part of fighting the war for them. That's what they've said. So,
I know they are.
Yeah. We need all of that to be fought back against. It cannot become the new normal under the pretext of the war.
You can tell.
Now, of course, we must have de-escalation, but how do we have a real meaningful peace? Because peace is not just the absence of war. as we know.
Has no right
And
to
particularly for the people of Kashmir,
Yeah.
the war never goes away. It's continuous. People are facing disappearances. People are facing mass incarcerations. People are facing internet shutdowns. People are facing the violence, including the sexual violence of the security forces. So now is this historic time when Kashmir must have self-determination. And we will stand by the people of Kashmir until that's achieved. And it can no longer continue to be a pretext for wars between states. Now, alongside the shutting down of courageous media voices, we've seen all kinds of military new regulations being brought in. Those also must be reversed. Like in Pakistan, we've seen the Supreme Court ruling that citizens can be tried in military courts. That has to go. That's what our comrades in Pakistan are telling us. So we have to be alert. We can't just step back now that the ceasefire has been announced. We have to keep fighting. And finally, what I want to say is we know that fascism, depends on forces in the diaspora. And we must stand together and resist the kind of division which is being spread, particularly by the Hindutva, the Hindu supremacist forces in Britain. We saw how in 2022 they actually managed to create violence on the streets of Leicester. And then we saw last year when all of us were coming together with other racialized communities to fight back against the fascists, the Hindu supremacists were actually aligning with those fascists which were attacking our communities. They were actually inviting Tommy Robinson, their fellow Islamophobe, to India to speak on Hindutva outlets.
What, if you want to do that, you can go.
So this is the kind of thing which we're up against, and we have to keep fighting and resisting the spread of these organizations which only seek to spread hate in our communities.
I don't think anything will happen.
This is an amazing display of our unity, but we need many, many more. And we need it in the coming days. We cannot turn our face away from what's happening
tomorrow you have to think of your own safety of Palestine
in South Asia and what is happening in our diaspora communities. We saw those people coming out. We saw the video clips of how vicious they were at the time when the war was starting and after Pahalgam. Now the other thing, of course, is that there's been a wave of hate in India, and even as the news has been dominated by the war, we've had mob lynchings in UP, we've had murders, just for being Muslim. So all of that is continuing. We still have a fascist regime in power in India. So this is something that our organization has steadfastly worked on and resisted. We're going to continue to do that.
Hi everybody in the chat, so I'm not really looking at the chat at a minute.
Please just get in touch with us, talk to us here if you want to get involved. And we're going to be hearing from a few other people and other organizations. As I said, this is a coalition that's come together today. And thank you for being here. Inqilab! 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 हम क्या चाहते हैं? हम क्या चाहते हैं? हम क्या चाहते हैं?
Please peaceful. Just came up to Indian embassy and the Egyptian embassy area.
How was the Egyptian embassy?
Foreign aspect.
Didn't take off?
No.
Is Nasreen here still? We wanted to invite her to speak, if possible. Nasreen!
Protest again.
Yeah.
I just put Pakistan protest, Whitehall.
My name is Nasreen Rahman, and
Lewis, mind my bag, where you going? Mind the bag.
On your bag.
Yeah, mind that for a
What are you
second.
doing?
Just here.
peace activist, and I believe that the people of South Asia should live together
Sorry, Lewis,
in peace and harmony and not give in to the narratives of divide and rule. We must not give in to the narratives of divide and rule. We must stand together, and all the money that we spend on governments should be spent on the future
I thought we were
of our
supposed to kick off
children,
that guy.
on education, on healthcare, on housing, and peace. That is the only way forward.
Yeah, because
The only war that we should
Lewis, keep an eye. Lewis, I just got in front of you.
and it is obscene and vulgar and unacceptable. Water should be weaponized. It's disgusting that water has been weaponized. We want peace, and we must. The only fight that we should have is for the environment and for peace. So, India-Pakistan dosti zindabad. That's the only way forward. And my organization is Alliance for Peace, SAPA, which is close to the word Sapna, dream. Time to dream and act for peace.
Thank you, Nasreen. And I just wanted to add as well that today, 10th of May, is also the anniversary of the 1857
Do not walk into me.
against
They do not back into me. They do not back into me.
Situation right opposite. We should remember that when we unite, we can succeed, and that was a massive uprising which very nearly succeeded in driving the British out of its biggest colony. And it really was
Why
the
you block
first
me? They're
war
off
of
the camera, shit.
independence. But it also, after that, the British really doubled down on divide and rule. And these started
Lewis,
spreading the idea that Hindus and Muslims were enemies. And of course, that's the party and the RSS. From the Indian Workers Association, he wants to give a brief message.
Will you the public face, man?
This much needed opposition to the war with a slow distance away. Mohammed, they fought for peace amongst our people fighting for a common cause to create a society in the Indian subcontinent, a society for peace against communal conflict, a society for the well-being of the majority, not for a handful of minority like the 150 companies in India who are allied with the warmonger industry to fuel this kind of state-sponsored terrorism and conflict between countries. Today I was in this video and there's a lot of support expressed for the initiative taken by the South Asian Sovereign Campaign. We're quite proud of this initiative, and we are also very proud of the efforts you made. And by all backgrounds, let's continue. As Katma said, this is a ceasefire. We wanted to continue further negotiation before any country goes to war. On this idea of terrorism, there should always be a full investigation. There should always be evidence, and not one country blaming the other and saying, look, you're terrorists and therefore we have a right to go to war. Therefore, I'd like to just finish up by saying thank you very much for everybody. Let's build on this proud initiative of uniting the South Asian community, and the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad, Bhagat Singh, 1931 will be 100 years. Let's continue the struggle to create a system for which they gave up their lives, and not for the present rulers who hijack those struggles in their own interest and enrich the multinationals and the big monopoly capitalists. Our struggle is for a vision of the fulfillment of Bhagat Singh, Udham Singh, Kartar Singh Sraba for the Indian subcontinent, that gives the right of self-determination to all the people, the Kashmiri people, the Punjabi people, but at the same time a social system that provides peace, economic prosperity and well-being of the majority. Inqilab! Inqilab! Inqilab!
I think, when we're talking about corporates and their profits, some of you might have seen that Ambani and his company Reliance were actually trying to patent the term Operation Sindoor. So you can see the way they are profiting from death and destruction even as it's happening. And we know about Adani and his very, very close links with Israel as well as the Modi government. We have a speaker from Indian Labour Solidarity who wants to briefly tell us about...
What do you kindly, in the name of journalism, just stand sideways so people can see the speaker?
We just want... if you could just look to the side.
Can you stand back? This is a space for people to be.
So we have a speaker who's going to tell us about the letter which ILS has done.
Hey there guys, I'll be really quick, but so I'm from an organisation called India Labour Solidarity, and we released a letter today to lobby your MPs. So obviously one of the steps is coming to a protest, which everyone here has done, but you have to call them
Hindus for Human Rights, who's going to say a few words.
You obviously take orders from this one.
Hi everyone, my name is Rajiv Sinha. I'm here on behalf of Hindus for Human Rights UK. We are here for the liberation and self-determination of the Kashmiri people. We are here for the liberation of Palestine. We are here for the liberation of Balochistan. We are here for the liberation of Sudan, of Congo, of queer people, and we are here against transphobia and our South Asian spirit of resistance. Let them be the worthless ideologues that they are. I'm here grounded in the Hindu values of ahimsa, non-violence, karuna, compassion, and away. To the subcontinent is layered, it's complex, with woven memories, longing, distance, for how our voices and platforms shape the discourse. We cannot allow our temple work to do. Go into spaces, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, Buddhist, militarized nationalism. Let us raise our voices not to echo governments but to elevate the values and peace. And just closing up now, this is a moment that demands moral courage, not performative nationalism. It is easy to be swept up in anger and fear, but the teachings of Hinduism and the wisdom of our ancestors, whoever they may be, and the wisdom of so many voices speaking freely around us today, ask of us to hold our sorrow tenderly, to resist revenge, and to act in ways that protect life, not destroy it. As a diaspora community, our connection, as I've already said, to South Asia may be complex. We hold multiple truths at once, identities at once, love for the land our parents came from, or grandparents, or great-grandparents. Anger as well at the violence done in the name, in my personal case of Hinduism. So much evil is done, but I'm here to say not in our name. We do not speak from above, we speak from in between, from the place where we translate values into action and memories into responsibility, which means refusing to be mouthpieces for violence like these people. Refusing to let temples, community spaces, governments, platform hate, and refusing to let the next generation inherit silence as their only inheritance. We owe them more. We owe our descendants, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, so much more. We owe them truth, we owe them courage, and we owe them the wisdom to know that peace is not weakness. Peace might be the hardest choice we ever have to make. So we speak today, I hope, not just in protest, but in invocation, not just against war, but in prayer for the world that we still believe is possible. Thank you very much. Please follow Human Rights UK for a progressive voice of peace.
We're going to now hear a poem which is going to be read by Hussein. It's a poem by Faiz Ahmed Faiz, beloved of so many of us.
I'm reacting the way I'm reacting because I was like, I've been here 2 weeks ago about that.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to read this from Azadi by Faiz Ahmed Faiz. It is a poem about the necessity of war, and it is ultimately a poem about freedom and how we must continue to fight for it. And yeah, I'm going to read it now. ये दाग दाग उजाला ये शब गजीदा से है, ये दाग दाग उजाला ये शब गजीदा से है, वो इंतजार था जिसका ये वो शहर तो नहीं है, ये वो शहर तो नहीं जिसकी आरज़ू लेकर चले थे यार, कि मिल जाएगी कहीं ना कहीं फलक के दश्त में सितारों की आखिरी मंजिल, कहीं तो होगा शब सुस्त मौज का साहिल, कहीं तो जाके रुकेगा सफीना या गमे दिल, जवां लहू की पुरस्रार शाहराहों से चले जो यार तो दामन पे कितने हाथ पड़े, दियार हुस्न की बेसबर ख्वाब गाहों से पुकारती रही बाहें बदन बुलाते रहे, बहुत अजीज थी लेकिन नूर जिगर की आग किधर को कमी नहीं आई, निजाते दीदा और दिल की घड़ी नहीं आई, चले
of war. Now that evoking a Brahminical Hindu patriarchy, and I think it's really important for us to remember as well when we're talking about the Hindu supremacists. It's not just about Hindus, it is about Brahminism, it is about inherent violence against Dalit people. And we've seen that in the diaspora. Remember, so I'd just like to, we have with us our siblings from Million Women Rise. And I think someone is going to say a few words. They've solidly supported us all through. Manju, are you going to say a few words? Oh, you're waiting. Okay, no problem. Okay, well, if there's anyone who would like to share anything, their feelings today about, today's on one level a really historic day, when we're celebrating a ceasefire together. There's also so much to be done and so much to be fought for. So if you'd like to just come and say a few words and share your thoughts, then you're very welcome to do that. We also have, comrades here from organizations who are not speaking, but who are solidly supporting this event. For example, we have Nijur Manush, we have the Kukizo comrades from Unna Welfare International, we have the South Asia Justice Campaign and many others. So yeah, so if you want to come and share your thoughts, please feel free to do so.
Don't.
Yeah, so while you're thinking about that, we're going to have a song. I think it's a song that most of us know. It's a song of hope. So Tarun from South Asia Solidarity Group is going to sing Hum Dekhenge.
So I'm just getting the lyrics out.
Go on. I just understand it.
हम देखेंगे, लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे, हम देखेंगे वो दिन के जिसका वादा है, जो लौहे अज़ल पे लिखा है, हम देखेंगे जब जुल्म सितम के कोहे गरा रूही की तरह उड़ जाएंगे, हम महकूमों के पांव तले ये धरती धड़ धड़ धड़केगी, और अहले हकम के सरहों पर जब बिजली कड़कड़ कड़केगी, हम देखेंगे बस नाम रहेगा अल्लाह का, जो गायब भी है हाजिर भी, जो मंजिर भी है नाजिर भी, उठेगा अनहलक का नारा, जो मैं भी हूँ और तुम भी हो, हम देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे, हम देखेंगे वो दिन के जिसका वादा है, जो लोहे अज़ल में लिखा है, हम देखेंगे।
I think we now have Sabrina here from Million Women Rise, who's going to be able to say a few words.
Yeah, I come with a heavy heart. I just think that it needs to stop. We need peace. And the British government started this how many years ago, and they need to just stop supporting dictators, stop fueling violence, particularly against women and girls. So it just needs to stop. Just need peace.
Sorry?
My cat has those children, they're singing. Chat behave.
I think one other thing that we need to say is the whole question of divorce, and of course to this violence which continues when ceasefires are signed and when peace agreements are made. And this is something again where we are constantly bringing to the forefront, whether it's the attacks on the Kukizo women in Manipur or the epidemic of sexual violence against Dalit women, or it's the violence of the security forces in Kashmir, the gendered violence there. Now, we're going to bring this soon to a close. We've come together, we've celebrated, and we've also said loud and clear that as a diaspora, we stand united. We want real, meaningful peace. We support the right to self-determination for the people of Kashmir, and we always will. And we are going to be back. We're going to be back. We're going to be outside that parliament where, by the way, Keir Starmer remained silent even when there were these performative statements being made by other leaders that we must have. And in fact, when he did make a statement, almost immediately, the business secretary contradicted it by saying, we shouldn't be squeamish, he said, about selling arms to India. So that is where this raising these voices.
Kashmir to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
From Kashmir to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
Liberation, liberation. Native versus occupation. Revolution, revolution. Long live the revolution.
Long live the revolution.
Liberation, liberation.
Liberation, liberation.
Native races occupation. Revolution, revolution. We believe in revolution. From Kashmir to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
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 Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Occupation in your name.
Occupation in your name.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Ethnic cleansing in your name.
Ethnic cleansing in your name.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Occupation in your name.
Occupation in your name.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Modi, Modi, shame, shame.
Ethnic cleansing in your name.
Ethnic cleansing in your name.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
India is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
India is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
India is a terrorist state.
1, we are the people. 2, we won't be silenced. 3, stop the bombing now, 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 now. 1,
We are the people.
2,
We won't be silent.
3, stop the bombing now, 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 now. 1,
We are the people.
2,
We won't be silent.
3, stop the bombing now, 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 now. 1,
We are the people.
2,
We won't be silent.
3, stop the bombing now, 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 now.
I'm gonna do a slightly longer version of the Azadi chant. So whatever I say, you just say Azadi, right? Zara hath baja ke
Azadi.
wo आई
Azadi.
वो आई
Azadi.
वो फूलों वाली
Azadi.
वो महकी महकी
Azadi.
वो प्यारी प्यारी
Azadi.
वो जान हमारी
Azadi.
वो जान से प्यारी
Azadi.
अरे 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 स्टार्मर सुन लो
Azadi.
जरा हाथ बजा के
Azadi.
अरे डरते क्यों हो
Azadi.
जरा आगे आओ
Azadi.
अरे लेबर सुन ले
Azadi.
अरे लेबर सुन ले नेतन्याहू सुन ले
Azadi.
अरे नेतन्याहू
Azadi.
है वादा हमारा जो तुम न दोगे की धड़कन
Too hot. Sometime.
Should we go to that one over there?
Not going up to the embassy where I'm meeting the lads.
It's moving up.
Yeah, just wrap up. Yeah. I want to meet the lads. One of them police relations. I want to say bye to them.
Hey everyone, so just one more update from us in the South Asia Solidarity Group, and so recently we have launched this campaign against JCB Bulldozers, which is a UK-based company that is committing a bulldozer genocide in Palestine and Kashmir and India, and we've launched a campaign against it. And yeah, tomorrow we are going to be at a conference called Militarization of Empire, where we'll be having a stall, and you're welcome to join. You're welcome to come, and yeah, get in touch with us if you want to find out more. Get involved. We'll be doing further actions. We'll be here, and yeah, thank you.
Wrap up. Yeah. Go on then. These are your ending.
I don't mind soon. Just give it another minute or two.
What?
Oscar.
Myself.
Excuse me, mate.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.
Myself. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you're Hindu Bronze Island.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, put it on YouTube. I don't care. I know who you are, and I know you're supporting the terrorist state, and you're supporting the 4 minutes.
I'm an impartial
civilians.
journalist.
You're supporting the genocide of
I'm an
civilians.
impartial journalist.
Busker.
I'm an impartial journalist.
Lewis, just walk on.
Yeah. That guy's just blank. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
But wrap up your life.
Really? Fair enough.
You having your live up?
I'm going on my stream page. Okay, we're going to turn the live broadcast here.
Guys, I'm wrapping a live up. This live up here. Start another one in Amity. If John and that are not live. Catch you all soon, yeah? Thank you for watching.
Next live broadcast. Bye everyone, take care, have a lovely afternoon. Perfect.